Okay. I want to see if this actually works. Okay. I want to see if this actually works. Okay. Since this won't be too long, I won't be on long either. Well, hopefully this fucking poop on me. If you can hear, I'm slightly tired, but I'm just hyped to see Sussy Raiden Shogun. Don't mind the tapping, that's just on Discord. Okay. Let me see. About sharing this link in Discord. Alright. No. Okay. Oh, Discord. Now. Oh shit. Why do I have no health? Hi.
Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual commission, and after careful consideration, we believe that
the Traveler would be the most suitable candidate, right?
Indeed, as ever. I will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask if you two are available to help? Well, let me go over it briefly. Our client for this job is the Yashiro Commission. Apparently, Rift Hounds are attacking the roots of the sacred sakura nearby Mount Yogo in Great...
Rift Hounds? On Narukami Island?
Yes.
Thought them bitches were out.
We are not sure where exactly
like,
these
at
creatures
the
come
Trez
from.
Island.
But this time, they are attacking in alarming numbers with great aggression and a clear target. The sacred Sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. I trust you are aware of this already? Good. Then you can see that this case is very urgent indeed.
Is the Tenryu Commission aware?
Yes, and they are
How wouldn't
already
they be
taking
aware,
action
you
of their
stupid
own.
ass?
However, given that the sacred Sakura's root system is vast and complex, and faced with the unpredictability and scale of the Rift Town's attacks, they are finding it difficult to defend against them. Their main priority is to protect the civilian population, so they are actively looking to cooperate with all other available forces to eliminate the monsters. The Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryu Commission with their work. But so far, the combined efforts to combat the Rift Towns has failed to substantially ameliorate the situation. You have our deepest gratitude. Your confident response puts me far more at ease. I will mark on your map the areas where Rift Town appearances have been recently reported.
Relax. We'll be back before you... The sacred Sakura's in danger again, huh? Who'd have thought?
Ew.
Keeping the sacred Sakura safe was Kazari's greatest wish, and now these mangy mutts are trying to destroy it! Time to teach him a lesson!
Yeah. Have it. I have myself a nice cup of orange juice.
You're attacking the sacred Sakura! Stop them!
Burst forth! Witness my great undertaking! Come at the beam!
Let's light it up! Let's light it up!
I will have order! Solidify! This wields ancient power! Come at the beam!
There are so many of them! No wonder the Tenryou Commission needed help! Come on, Traveler! You can take them!
That ain't doing shit. I know you're something else. You're not so fucking tiny ass baby. You can help.
Let's light it up!
Burst forth!
Oh.
Solidify!
Torn to oblivion!
Shogun? Wait, no! Could also be A!
Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryou
Okay, sounds more like A. It is you, right? You sure made short work of them! That was amazing!
I'm making early preparations for what is to come. Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood in the past. Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking, I find myself having the urge to spend some time in the...
Makes sense. You must get super bored being
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself. Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. The most serious of these being the attack on the sacred Sakura by numerous rift hounds. I considered this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursued them, and they led me here, where I happened to run into you. If the Shogun, rather than I, were to discover them, yes, perhaps she would have left the situation alone.
Yeah, the Shogun's a bitch. Well, not A.
Why? Because she's just a puppet?
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the Tri-Commission. But rift hounds attacking the sacred Sakura... It brings back bad memories of that terrible disaster.
A disaster?
Why is it spicy?
Yes. 500... Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Countless lives were lost, and this homeland that the people had worked so hard to build barely escaped being obliterated entirely. The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil, and the rift hounds were always there. Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts. So you've heard of it too. That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. Maybe to you, it seems like my response to these creatures was an excessive one. But an excess of caution is not unwarranted in this case.
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together.
It's nickel Flora! It's a nickel! Oh, the baby! Her eyes in my mouth.
From the traces they've left in the surrounding area, there should be many more.
Paimon feels so safe when we're... Oh, yeah.
You disappear on sight. Don't talk shit to me.
Similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
Yeah, give me. Boys, eat this. Is this Riponsky? Hold up. We have to describe. What the f is this? Ugh. Oh dear.
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro Commission will be able to nurse the root system back to...
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing? Huh? What's this? Could they be dead people? It wouldn't be the first time we'd seen, but why would...
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
What happened here? Could you...
Who are you? What are you doing here? Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, we will defend Inazuma until our dying breath. You don't know? Inazuma is engulfed in darkness. Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. They are merciless, ferocious, and they will devour everything in their path. Every last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you. They'll devour it all.
But look, none of that seems to be going on around here.
Not right now, but they'll be back. Look, get out of here. The almighty Shogun is gone. I don't know how long we can hold out for.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
Oh, fine. I after how long? Fucking shut it.
It's the Shogun? You're back. Please, we beg you. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness. Please, or the whole of Inazuma will be reduced.
Calm down. The war you speak of is
Over.
Look around you. The grass grows. There are no monsters.
What? But how? I saw them tear my comrade to
Hey, calm down.
I think I understand. Yes, we were right to place our... Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin down the...
If I am not mistaken, what we just saw was a samurai's memory that was buried in the land. The sacred Sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the Rift Hounds attacked, some of this filth leaked out through the cracks in the trunk and formed a physical entity. An entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley...
So the memories of the ones that died are all appearing at this moment?
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was described... Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were local in origin, while others... Others came from the now fallen kingdom of Kanria. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before it was too late. Otherwise, it would spread to all of Tevat. But my friend, Kitsune Saiku, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. She would shoulder the I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it, we both knew that the road ahead would likely end in...
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time?
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. In the end, I never had the chance to see her one last time. But even then...
Hey?
Yes. For the longest time, I couldn't bring myself to face the all my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, I was helpless against the ravages of time, powerless to keep the ones I cherished alive.
No one's perfect, not even a god.
But after my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. Now I realize... When I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over the centuries. A glimpse of human potential.
Yeah, humans are fucking stupid.
Everything far exceeded my expectations. Moving forward inevitably invites further loss. Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses he had experienced, he still chose to keep fighting for the sake of moving forward.
Also, feel free to type in anything.
All those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. But perhaps the future they were hoping for is not the eternity that I once strove for. As Inazuma's god, it is high time I honored their wishes. Warriors of the past, who spilled your blood, I will never forget.
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Come on. Let's keep it.
I'm going to. You did it. Is that more skeet?
Unexpected, there are a load of rift towns here too!
What the fuck? Forgot this shit has. Ew. No.
Leave them to me.
Now you shall perish!
Inazuma shines eternally!
Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish!
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply conserving my energy. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an unexpected turn at any time. I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters like—
Makes sense. The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We definitely need... Hey, the same light is leaking out again.
Oh shit.
Furuyama? Is that you?
She know.
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a distant land.
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like this guy's talking about...
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master and a member of my retinue. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea. He brews some of the very finest tea in all of Inazuma.
Titties.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in Your Excellency's presence long enough to become acquainted with all the skills that are... It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respect. After all,
what should we do? Oh, yeah.
I see. So, they have fought their way this far. Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. And now the Almighty Shogun is here. I have imagined if this was something that even people flee out of a desire to live on. And the desire to live on stems from a... But me, I have no... The Almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea. Just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey. One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. So you see, as bleak as things may...
Perhaps.
It won't be long, but I suppose it... Once this catastrophe...
Titties.
Oh, goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, look at me. The almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't... One moment, I'll just... I hope the...
Can't see a tea set anywhere around.
Really? But it's always been right by my side. I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it.
Don't worry about it.
Almighty Shogun, you're not good.
This place is complicated. Leave it to us.
But I can't decide whether...
Where should we go to find a tea set? Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now. But at the same time, this lovely old man from 500 years ago has been through so much. And it makes Paimon so sad.
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for his tea.
Oh, why don't we go to the Kamisato estate? There'll definitely be a tea set we can borrow there.
Thomas. Yeah. Someone whose name means swift. Boy, you need to add more speed. Yeah, I know you can do this, but running wise, like, come on now, buddy.
It's the Traveler. And the almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, sure. I'll fetch that for you. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest.
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend this time chatting with the Traveler.
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
I know she's a god, but don't...
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you...
Right. Paimon wanted to ask that too. The almighty Shogun that he described didn't sound anything like you at all.
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial arts. So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the former Electro Archon, who was also my sister, Raiden Makoto. He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns, but he always acted as if he was completely unaware of it. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality. Shio.
You and Makoto had pretty different views, huh?
Indeed we did. It was the biggest difference between us. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. They are similar, but not identical. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations light up the sky far above in the form of countless stars. This somewhat shook me. Now, it seems like she was right, while I took the wayward path.
Wow. Her sure was...
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. An ambition is a yearning for something material, or a concrete outcome. It is finite in nature, and will be replaced by a new ambition in due course. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambitions in the first place.
That's...
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't concerned. I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining eternity? I suppose what it comes down to is the... Yes, it does. But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was on the surface.
Do you feel you're starting to understand her better now?
You have already witnessed my previous views, but now I no longer cling to what was lost.
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set. This one in particular should be fit for your Excellency's use.
It's quite beautiful. Thank you.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not
It's all good, sir. She's actually pretty.
Let us return.
Hold up. Commissioner Kami Sato. Give me a fucking second. The man. Yeah. They don't talk about teeth. Feeling with his teeth. Feel this something cold.
Wait, he wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set and...
Or perhaps...
So, we didn't even have a...
The information held in the ley lines is... Well, this... I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. The tea is ready. Please give it a try. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. I'm not... You're right. But the things we've seen today... I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune Saigu, Makoto. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonably lighthearted. But now... I'd like to broach a heavier topic, if I may.
Oh boy.
The events of 500 years ago not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune Saigu.
She died in that disaster too?
Yes. She went to Conria alone, without telling me. Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past, I was always the one to face them in her stead.
She was more
But
peacefully
this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or perhaps it was more that she went ahead of me, put herself in front of me, so that I would remain hidden. In any case, by the time I realized what was happening, yes, it was too late. I arrived only in time to hear her dying breath. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point, so all I could do was enter into her mind. As far as you're concerned, it would be somewhere similar to the plane of Euthymia. It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. I cried bitterly. Even in those final moments, I couldn't understand her action. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? Why did she keep me in the dark about it? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a testament to that decision, I saved her realm of consciousness just before it collapsed completely, and brought it back to Inazuma.
That's quite a story.
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. The tree that you know as the sacred sakura. That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. They were so matter-of-fact about it, and couldn't at all understand what no one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area. In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness, with the help of the sacred Sakura's power. I was finally—
This is all really hard to understand. Kinda beyond—
Yes. She had such a great love for this land. I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again. Facing the fact that she is gone is unbearably painful. But even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed. And it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in person...
Sister? I had heard that you were looking for your family. You mean to say that she was somehow involved in the Conria disaster?
Based on what we've learned so far, it seems so, yeah.
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time I arrived, the worst of the fighting was already over. And also, my mind was consumed entirely with the plague, so I am afraid I can't help you.
Oh, well, that's a shame. But it can't be helped, I guess. Boy, both of you have experienced great
With this last cup of tea, let us honor the Tea Master's memory. Thank you, Destiny.
There she go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last.
Oh.
Once again, please leave them to me.
Hey! Hey! Are you sure you're all...
Fear not. Fighting is what I do best.
Fighting is what you do best. You get over here like this. Come on now.
Illusion shattered!
Are you alright?
I'm fine. There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
Hey, maybe you should leave this one to us.
My apologies.
Don't worry about it. We'll deal with them. Look, that's the same light again.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too. Are you injured, Your Excellency?
I'm quite all right. Just feeling a little stiff.
We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, man. They're coming back for more. Let's get them.
Don't!
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger, we...
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When the situation looks bleak, we will draw on the power granted to us by the gods.
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent and their willingness to grant their power. If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all times is the moment for...
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've found you. You're right, just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope in our hearts. This hope is the light that will guide us out from the darkness.
Everyone, on me!
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative, but watch your...
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
This is order. This! Witness a great undertaking!
Everybody stand back!
Disappear! Keep! Keep!
Seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so...
Thank you all.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I feel much better already.
You fought phenomenally. It was truly awe-inspiring. The monsters will definitely come back. And when they do, it'll be more than a few rift. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City, and
when everyone sees the almighty Shogun safely...
Well, what are you guys...
we will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We cannot afford to let them get any further. We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together, we can face any number of monsters that come our way.
Aww.
Just leave it to us. But the almighty Shogun, no matter what kind of threat fate...
Oh, thank you all very much. I promise you that I will create a bright future for Inazuma. I should not have left it this late to make this promise.
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt with you leading.
Glory to the Shogun!
Glory
To the Shogun!
They're gone.
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in dwelling on the tragedy, I overlooked their splendor. The grief blinded me to how brightly they shone in their final moments. The result being that in the centuries since then, you could take the view that whatever I say to them, but even so, they are due a resolution. I owe it to them, and to all the...
Well, Paimon thinks that even if...
Thank you for your comforting words. I used to think, but what Inazuma needs, even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still need to do the thing. Yes, they are. They are strong and resilient, and have much to be proud of. As the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the one to hold...
Well said. Sounds to Paimon like...
Change will come to Inazuma, no matter how long it takes. Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro
Alrighty then. What? He looks calm on the outside, but Paimon bet she seems to have... Huh? What's wrong, eh? What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
It looks like the situation... No need. I need to go to the cave. But
why? What's in there?
A battleground. One where I shall sever ties with the past. And...
Oh. She looks so good. Baby girl is looking so good. But before all that, hold up. I need fucking groceries. You dig? Milk. Wait, I'm just talking to myself. I'm like, I'm just being an absolute nut. I think, or probably a crackhead. Who knows? I don't know. Oh, my guinea pigs are judges. Go to bed, fat. Oh man. $1,000. There's your bacon. Ooh. This character cannot cook. Oh no. It's a sweet dream. Okay, buddy. Oh my God. Oh, fucking nice. So this is a glorified big ass fox tree. Okay. Kind of freaky looking. Yeah. I like
We're finally here. The end.
Whoa! Where'd that Torii gate come from?
This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. The entrance to Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness. It looks like she will no longer allow me to do with this body as I please.
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she? Makoto?
Follow me.
Where are we
Oh no. Should I pick Ether for this battle? Because right now, the girl, they don't look so good. Mocha. Oh, it's Callie. She's harassing Mocha.
I'm dizzy. Whoa. This place... Look! It's another A!
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the one within, but it is also the guardian of the rules. Should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Paimon knows that voice! Is that... the puppet?
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your present self is correct, don't you? But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by irreversible erosion? I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be conducted.
Wait! Are you alright now?
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body. As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change, I became hostile in her eyes. But inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. She cannot affect me in this way. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles and stuff, but not like this! Hey, showdown with the Shogun?
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my past ideals. The very foundation stone of eternity. I would not try to change her if it wasn't necessary.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something? But they both just want the...
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It is the cohesive embodiment of all that constitutes the Raiden Shogun. It inherits Ei's pain, the pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. So too does it inherit her determination to reach eternity. Every action undertaken is for the sake of resisting erosion. Determination, courage, love, hatred, all only rules shall remain constant for eternity. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering obstacles that I have no choice but to overcome. You wish to make yourself my enemy? I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A.
Okay. Hold on. That was so badass. That is so badass.
In the end, even the proud and mighty only maiden can cut down this rope. The your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth. Never shall it shine as brightly as once. Insolent! The eye sweeps the lands. Inferior. Illusion shattered. Inferior. Lightning falls on the land of eternity. Inferior. There is no escape. And Azuma turns eternal. The Sakura blossom that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch-black rain. As long as her ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop. Thunder! This world, a fleeting shadow. Will fade silently into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never for the rest of time. Stillness transcending. Strike dead. There is no escape. Now you shall perish. Absurd. Only emptiness awaits.
Have you finally defeated her?
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled. But how long can your will remain strong?
How the heck?
In this realm of consciousness, her existence is tenacious indeed. She was built to resist erosion. Her will is stronger than any other living beings, including you and me.
Then, does that...
Maybe. If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change, and Inazuma can never move forward. This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries, and no matter how many times we must fight, I will defeat her. 500 years ago, humanity proved their strength in battle. Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices, tear them out like the diseased wood of an old sakura tree, so that new, healthy branches might spring to life in their place. It is about time that I learn to trust them. I understand that. But if the dreams of which Makoto spoke are true eternity, a short moment for which the Shogun does not... I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma.
She really has grown.
However long the battle may last, I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that I shall one day return. This is my... During my absence, I place...
But this means that...
Pass on my words.
No! I thought after we were done with this shit, I was going to take you to get tricolored doggo. She really has grown up. I'm proud of her, but come on.
Looks like we got kicked out.
Fucking okay, there you go.
Oh, what do we do? Are we really just gonna leave? She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still... Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn at times, and has a history of rushing into difficult situations. What if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen. And then she might never leave. Yeah, we should... Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know, help her win the... Well, whatever. We can't let anything bad happen. Oh, but we also... Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on.
You know, if only brain juice worked that way, but it doesn't.
Okay, maybe if we both... Oh, you're right.
Nico.
Paimon nearly forgot about her. Who knows if she...
That fox terrifies me. It's like fucking Nick Wilde effective. Steroids.
What? Another bad one?
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. You're all tangled up in another situation and need me to unravel it for you. I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile after the first few times.
But you're always smiling.
That was a figure of speech. Do you want...
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened. It's A. She...
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that doesn't even have an end date. Impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable, presumes her sheer will can see her through, despite a near impossible goal that requires nothing short of the very peak of her abilities. Yes, that sounds like A all right. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now? rushed into it without thinking. Well put. Oh, she acts like such a child sometimes. So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help?
Is she playing dumb? She's doing this on purpose.
Uh-huh. You're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness than you do. All I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura, and from what I've heard, it's a little different from A's plane of euthymia.
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer alive?
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But I can only speculate. Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. It'll just... First things first. Now then, I always have my way. To the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. Luckily, I'm A's familiar, so I can sense her rough wear. In other words, even though...
So, it's abstract, but has a location. But you don't know where it is, but you can still...
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Everything is turbulent, and this is precisely why when entering the plane of euthymia, it's much safer if you place your consciousness in a physical object first.
What? Alright, well, I might stay here then. You two can do it.
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. So what's the big deal?
You... Paimon's had it up to here with both of you!
I had it up to here with you, little shit.
Paimon's coming too.
Oh. Well, if you're quite sure, then of course. I say... Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinarily... By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heart. Only a strong enough will can prevent you... Well then, the door's open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability... I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Miko, you better know what you're doing!
That's enough chatter. Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Huh? You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And how come you have not changed at all in... This is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the... Over countless battles, not once have you lost. And never have you shown the had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you for your firm commitment to enforcing the rules. You bring honor to the title of... Now these two return once more to this space. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years ago. Final duel? Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the fall of nations. Energy that consumed, great enough to override the oceans, and dare to continue suffering. And the will of the man, sufficient to penetrate minds and crush dreams. You have endured. I will endure forever. This is the end. I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But it seems my belief was baseless, and I underestimated your spirit. But a will that cannot be eroded has no way to embrace the future. You need not worry about the future. I know your power more than anyone else. Yet, my reason, and whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring within Musou Ishin. The blade that I inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to guide me. I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, it seemed to this power is beyond the limits of my understanding. This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power when I truly understand and believe in her. When I clasped Musou Ishin in my hands, it was at once a familiar feeling. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from this day forth. I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not regard you as a mere tool. You truly have changed. I suppose this is what humans call growth. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change, but as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like this again. Do you say this because you have not yet reconciled? It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished?
Hmm? Hello, A. And greetings, those who have come to bear witness. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up the pieces. Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew you would make it here in the end. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power, I too would be released. A convoluted way to reach you, but... well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have listened to a word I said. There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. All I could do was find some way to wait until you came to me. But... everything happened so suddenly. I'm sorry. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you all of a sudden. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a... Did you know what was about to happen in Conria? I had some sense of it. That place was not somewhere that any Archon could afford to ignore. In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. I don't know how long we have been separated before this reunion, and I don't know what Inazuma has experienced in the... but I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. And I'm sure you must have wanted to shed tears. Don't look down on me. See? You admit it. It was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you. Something to soothe Inazuma's... Here, take it, but it is you who...
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, A? I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
of the present planted the sacred Sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past. No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Eternity is a concept in...
A place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return. And yet, that sense of disorder...
I don't fully understand. I know what you mean. Without the sacred Sakura...
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred Sakura. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred Sakura and Makoto's consciousness. But unfortunately, you never did persuade...
No. But I understand why now.
But don't you think that tree will...
The sacred Sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I like it.
Ugh. Now we see who's pulling the strings.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of Kitsune over the ages to thank for how it appears today. And obviously I played my part too. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment... Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to yourself in your mind. At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts. Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time most likely. The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it...
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were always meant to be there to witness what was going to happen?
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. So it was a great shock to me when the Traveler reappeared. My first thought was... has a great but it turned out you had come to rescue me. You too have my
how...
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against me.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But after all...
I only heard her voice. I'll be fine. It brought a few things back, I have to say. She even factored my immaturity into her plan. It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day. I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to see her again. That's a...
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma finally... Makoto and you are Inazuma's...
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you.
Oh, come on. You only...
Makoto said the exact...
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of Shogun for a couple of days? Actually, no. Forget that. Far more trouble.
We will have to end the frivolities there. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today to find out where things currently... After that, I will abolish the Sakoku decree.
Really?
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma. I'm looking forward to... Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma. But Makoto's gaze was always fixed on the... But now...
If the people of the past deserve the gods' attention...
Indeed. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma. But I am prepared for them.
Yaimiko said nothing of the sort. And the traveler has some nerve making... Some words are not... Trust me.
What are you talking...
Nothing.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma. But I am prepared for them. Abolishing the Sakoku decree has a myriad of implications. For example, I can foresee the outside world posing a threat to Inazuma.
Hey, you're thinking about this also conscious...
Honestly, many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma. To put it bluntly, it was constant torture, faced with an endless battle, safe to say. And through it all, many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma. But...
It's the... Oh. It really is. I appreciate the plus. Don't mind. She has. Anyway.
Right here. Right now. Nothing lasts forever. Right here. Right now. Right here.
Ready, steady, go! Let's dance!
Show them. A sight to behold.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Can I get a chance?
May the blossoms
die for my name.
I'm feeling a little